I'm not surprised you remember the PTSD group. You know, I mean, having to go through everything that you went through, have your friends at the Ira Drang battles, having your two friends come, and having to work on them. I mean, that's...
One of them was a sergeant. The other one was a spec 4, E4.
They're your buddies.
Well, I knew him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one was a buddy. The other one was a sergeant. He was a loudmouth.
You still know him.
Yeah, I knew him.
I mean, that's a special kind of hell there.
Yeah.
You know?
I liked it, but he got hit going up out of a river or whatever, going up the bank, and got hit in the face.
God bless you, sir.
He was a bragger. You know, he was a bragger.
I toast you. Thank you for your service.
Okay.
And all you Vietnam vets.
Let me just tell you this before we go. This sergeant, I didn't have any animosity against him. He always talked how beautiful his wife was. You know, I got a beautiful wife. He was a bragger type guy. I got this kind of car. I got this kind of car. But he got his up and comings when he got there. He was a bragger. You know.
What?
He bragged about everything he had. If you had something, he had 2 of them.
Right.
You know, if I had a fishing rod, he had 4. You know? Yeah. That was his problem.
That's the old game of can you top this?
Yes, that's it. That's it. I never thought about it. But I didn't have any ill will against him. You know.
You what?
I didn't have any ill will against him. You know, when I knew he was in the mortuary, I just went up and looked at him. I didn't attend to his body, but I knew him. You know. And then I forgot about him. So
like I said, you belong to a very, very exclusive club.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
Yeah.
Because this is part of war too.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
Yeah.
And if more politicians would watch episodes like yours, maybe we'd have less wars. You know?
I wish I was a little sharper in my thinking, in my memory, because it's a lot of things that come through my mind. But I'm trying to flip pages here, talking to you. What I'm saying, flipping pages in my brain, trying to go to tell you something. And sometimes I'm not just slipping, but the mortuary was open me up. You know, I never thought I would ever be in a situation like that. It was trying. It was humiliation. I mean, the memory. And sometimes I don't even want to think about it, but it's the truth. And taking care of dead Vietnamese too was another problem. I didn't care for that too much. Sometimes the guys would come back to base camp, dragging the bodies behind the PC, dragging them, and they'd take them down to the great registration tent. You know, these are Viet Cong or whoever.
Oh, VC?
Yeah. Some on top of the track, and then some they drag on the road. You know?
Right.
Yeah. And we had to get rid of them. Yeah, but that's not told. I don't know. This is my personal experience. I wasn't the only one that experienced it. The great registration tent was on the perimeter behind the wire because they didn't want it up close to where the tents were in the mess hall or whatever, the tent. So we slept. We didn't sleep in the great registration tent. We slept in another GP tent further into the compound. But the great registration tent was right on close to the wire. And we had sandbags around us, you know, and we had our weapons with us, you know, and we had our pets. Our lieutenant had a little chicken. He tied a string on his leg and he would walk him through the grass, and the chicken eating grasshoppers, like that. And we drank plenty of alcohol, and we smoked. Yeah. And another thing we had to do at Coochie, we digged a big hole in the ground, and we made it look like a bunker, you know. If we were up at our tent where we slept at night, they would get us on a detail. We'd be up in a tower somewhere at the wire, you know. So we would hide so they never see us. So we'd be underground. So he wouldn't call us for shit detail, burning shit. You know, they had these big 55-gallon drums, you know, they cut them off, and you did diesel fuel or oil or whatever it is. And everybody had to go burn shit, you know. You'd go in there and take a squad, then you'd pull it out and you had to burn it. You know, you see these big columns of black smoke going up, you know, with burning, you know, whatever they came. And then some people, I remember sitting in our tent one night. We was all sitting on the edge of our bunks right in the middle of the tent, just bullshitting, you know, just talking and talking and talking. And a bullet came through the top of the GP tent and went right to the floor. Yeah. Yeah, right in the floor. Didn't hit anybody, though.
Just strength expended and just dropped.
It dropped to the tent.
Wow.
And a couple of times I was on perimeter. You know, they didn't, I still had to do guard duty and I had to do perimeter. I didn't have to do KP. They didn't want us doing KP. And I went on the perimeter in the bunkers, you know, with other guys.
Kitchen patrol. KP is kitchen patrol.
Yeah. Kitchen police.
Peeling potatoes.
Yeah. And other times I was on the perimeter in the bunkers with scorpions that big and all kinds of crawling stuff in there. And they would bring these big flatbed tractor trailers up with stacked pallets and pallets of sandbags. This is when we went to Cu-Chi, and they were sitting up this area. Mm-hmm. For days, we've just filled sandbags, sandbag after sandbag, so they could build the perimeter, you know, and hanging concertina wire around everything. So we had one place you could go out on patrol, and when we knew some people were going out on patrol through the jungle or whatever the hell they was doing, we'd go down and at that time, the black soldiers would always do a dap, you know. That kind of stuff before they went through. That's something we did, you know, before we went through the wire. And that was trying to get a brother some, you know, because we don't know if they're coming back or not. You know?